You actually the first one to get that intro. Alright, so we're going to be shooting the shits. Your host, as always, Crack, Shadow, C.R. York, the man with many names and many faces. But tonight, it's not about my face. It's about the lovely Danielle. We're going to go over her story. It is one of just... You'll be amazed. It's one of triumph over difficulty, over just... a lot of different circumstances that I don't know how you're still standing, honestly. But with a positive attitude and a good outlook on life, she just continues to surprise me every time. There's more shit going on, and she's still smiling, doing that exact thing right there. So, all right, without ado, here we are. We are shooting the shits. We're live across Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and your mom's house. So here you go. I'm gonna actually send you over this link real quick. So you got it.
First time, guys. You think live?
She just came first time? I think it's the first
time.
Oh
no, because I was a sports mom, so no, I was definitely live several times. You know, doing that sports thing, being that soccer mom.
That soccer mom.
That band mom. The softball mom.
Well, that's
the choir mom.
Well, that's just a mom.
That's a mom.
That's a good mom. So my question to start out with, we're gonna view a.
Sorry, I'm trying to get hold of my children. I'm really excited, so. But I'm still listening.
We're getting everything set up. To be a mom of how many?
I used to say 4. Now I say 3, and some of you may judge me as to why I say that now, and it breaks my heart to even say that now. But considering all the circumstances around it, I'm a mom of 3, not 4.
So we're gonna get into that. That's gonna be. We gotta go through. We gotta run through.
4.
We gotta run through a bunch of stuff to be able to get there. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna go ahead and we're going to make sure you got everything on live, like so we can.
Okay, so it's on my page now, and I can share it to my children.
You can share it to your children, and let's see here. I'm gonna give you the.
I'm so blind. Don't judge me.
Don't judge me.
The further away it is, the better I can see. I was gonna go with the wig, but like it just my head too much. Really, I'm not gonna lie.
It's not a bad reason. Not a bad reason.
We're not boring. Don't say we're boring. Don't think we're boring.
No, we're boring.
It gets better.
No. It's not going to get any better, guys. Just letting you know. So we got the links up for Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Sent you all of those.
It is only trying to let me share it in messages on Facebook. I don't even know.
Just copy the link and then send it over to them. That's what I do. So, all right. So some things that I did actually write this one out. And while you're getting that set up, I'm gonna actually let them see where we're at today. We're gonna skip all the way to the end and show where we're at today. Go all the way back to the beginning. It's a whole thing. We're gonna do what we do. But there's a reason for everything. Now this right here is enough to
finally get me on this podcast after asking for 2 years.
Yeah, it's been since I've known you, because I have wanted to get her on this podcast so that you guys could hear what kind of craziness a life can go through with the circumstances. It's all about situational circumstances that it just all leads to
222, make wish.
222. All right. Yeah, I didn't know it was 222 then.
I didn't either.
It's late night. That's what we're doing. It's so late, it's early. All right, so here, y'all check this video real quick and tell me what you think about this. He's like,
I can turn my phone around.
I know, we got it. Sharon is Karen, Sharon. Depends on what you're sharing. Alright, well, let's see. Bam. There he is.
How did you know they couldn't see it? Yeah. Faces I'm making because I can't see.
Now drive your truck, motherfucker!
Alright, so that is where we're at.
Was that the end of it?
Yep.
I wasn't watching.
So, alright. So that right there is an example of what can happen when people are in your life that are, well, they've been actually kicked out of your life and still end up trying to come back, and the drama that surrounds a lot of females. Like, it honestly happens to a lot of females that I know.
Injustice isn't served, and it's served the wrong way towards the wrong people. Really. I'm going to voice that strongly throughout however many episodes we do end up doing.
We're gonna have to, because it's kind of like the, not to make the parallel, but it is, it's very similar to the sagas of Joe Dirt, in the sense of we got to get, there's so much to go over and so little time, actually so much time that it's gonna take. So let's go ahead and go back to the beginning here. What are, like, where are you from? Not where are you from? What's your earliest memories?
Well, I was start from where I'm from Washington. Born. I don't remember much from there. Spokane, Washington, home of the Weeping Willows, which is what I want my tattoo on my back to be for my family tree. Is the Weeping Willow. I don't know when, but I think roughly around the age of 3, my parents got divorced, and from there, I remember being in Nebraska. That's really where a lot of things stemmed from that I have dealt with throughout my life that were demons that followed me, and actually helped me to help other people. My children and their friends usually come to me for advice and solitude because they know that I'll give them honest opinions and feelings, and I've been through a lot of things that most people just looking at me wouldn't realize that I have been through over and over again on quite a few of them.
I think that's a pretty common, like, there's a double-edged sword that people don't see when it comes to being attractive in a female. There's the, people assume automatically that you get everything given to you, that everything's easier for you, and then on the other side of it, it's a lot of shit is harder for you because the expectations are typically
Sex.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what it is. It comes down to everything is based around sex. It's, the people that want to hang out with you, every time a door is open for you, in the words of Chris Rock, it's like every time a guy opens a door for a lady, it's not just because he's like being a gentleman. It's because, well, he's like, would you like some dick? I'm selling dick. Would you like some wholesale? And it's just, I mean, it's a double-edged sword though, because you do get opportunities that you wouldn't get necessarily if if you were a lesser attracted person, but at the same time,
But really,
it
that's
still
what
comes
makes
with-
people like me realize how much shittier the majority of people I've met in more recent years are because of that reason.
Is it more recent? Like, is that the thing? Like, you think it's more recent, or do you just think that you're becoming aware of it more? Because I think that it's probably always been generally the same. Like, I don't think that we've changed so much over the years. Even though we like to think that we're like at the.
Oh yeah, I agree with you on that.
You think so?
Yeah, I will agree because that's just like bad things. Well, people are like, oh, the world wasn't as bad. No, we just didn't have social media, so the word didn't get spread as quickly and easily as it does. So yeah, I can agree with that. I mean, like my earliest memories were related to sex as early as second grade.
Second grade. Like that's.
It's literally make my heart go.
Is it? Were you prior to like? Do you remember much before that?
Mm-mm.
They did talk about that. I mean, they talk about trauma being one of the strongest memories, like the connection to memory. That and smell.
Yeah.
Which it can be both.
Smells I remember a lot. A lot of times I can't place them, but memories, easy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as far as memories go, the traumatic.
Even though I can't remember much. Memories.
Well, that's due to a couple things, which we're gonna get into that as well. But that's over time. But you still, trauma tends to bake those memories in. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're not 100% in traumatic situations. You know, like they talk about witnesses not being, even though they don't have head trauma, and they still will have like their
If it's
accuracy
trauma,
rate.
it's trauma.
Yeah, but their accuracy rate of eyewitnesses terrible. But trauma, pretty you can remember a lot of stuff. Like it tends to trigger a lot of stuff. Like again, and that's where when you said second grade was your first memories. Like, do you remember what are the circumstances around that? Like, was it? They say that 90. What is it? It's like 90% of sexual assaults are done by a family member or a friend of the family.
Most of mine were. And
Somebody
that's
you know.
throughout. I don't think I was ever really sexually assaulted by somebody I didn't know.
And that's
Whether
that's
I
a story
worked
I've
with
heard.
them, cared for them, loved them, at least not to my knowledge.
Right.
Well, no, maybe once. I just remember that in Colorado. But other than that, no, I'm going to say from second grade even up until a year and a half ago is when I outed for the first time vocally about someone close to me that did assault me while I was sleeping, and they knew what they were doing. And when I called them out on it, I have not heard from them since. And I really, really cared about this person prior. Like, they gave me something that really helped me through a traumatic time in my life, which was my dog Charlie. I'm not going to say the name, but you know who you are.
That's and that's again, like, calling people out, being able to talk about your stories, like being able to talk about the things that have happened to you. It helps other people. It does help other people. It gets them to see that they're not the only person that this happened to, because whatever circumstance you've gone through is most likely there's a lot of people that have gone through similar. I won't say that they're all, because we're not like it's not a competition to see whose trauma was worse or anything like that, but it's still, it feels very familiar to a lot of people.
There's different traumas that I've not been able to put myself in. Like, one of my children's friends witnessed their parents pass away in front of them, which is close to my son's circumstance. We'll get into that later. But this kid in particular, watched his parent kill themselves. And that was one that I found really hard trying to relate to, because yes, I've seen some things, but I couldn't imagine being a child and watching something like that. And I tried to console them in the best way I can, but like ultimately I can't I can't console somebody on something I've not been through.
That's what the, I mean, that whole empathy thing, like, I can see where these things are traumatic. I can understand, but I can't feel it. I don't have the empathy because I can't feel it. I can feel for them, but that's that's sympathy when you're feeling for somebody and not feeling their actual feelings. Like, that's what the difference between sympathy and empathy is.
You don't have empathy?
No, I do have empathy, just not in those circumstances. I can't put myself in those shoes because it's unimaginable to put yourself in certain situations. Like,
If you went to a funeral with people that you love, and it was for somebody that they love, if you didn't meet them, would you cry if you saw them crying?
Probably not. I mean, honestly, like, I mean, see, people that I care about seeing them cry, that hurts me. But it's a matter of like, what can I do? What can I do? And I'd be in service more than I would be concerned with the emotionality of it. But that's possibly, again, different trauma makes people react in different ways.
Yeah, because see, I bawled for 3 days.
You're an empath.
I bawled for 3 days, and I think I met the woman once, but because it was my son and his friend, which, I mean, I call all my children's friends my kids.
You got the cool house? Are you the cool house? You're the cool mom?
Not anymore, because I mean, but it's because I love them. I want them to do better. They're all getting older, and they have to have that one that loves them and is understanding and can relate to them in certain things. But I'm also gonna be like, no, you're wrong if you're wrong.
That's
And
just
most people don't like that even as adults. So no, I mean, visits are a lot less, which I like in a sense, but I do miss it. But
I mean, I remember being, like, my house was always the house that people came to because we didn't have all the luxuries, but we had, especially in high school, middle school to high school, like, we had a garage and we had the instruments that we could play loud as we wanted. Like, that got everybody to my house. Other than that, like, I was going to everybody else's house because their parents weren't the same. Like, they weren't gonna, like, we had to be outside. We were, forced to be outside. I saw this reel, and it was it was talking about that's a view, like, so it was a Gen Z talking to a Gen X.
I don't know what that means.
A kid from today and a kid that grew up in the 80s babies.
So me?
Yes. So
what's that?
The Gen X or millennial.
Which one are we?
Millennial. I'm gonna go with Gen X because I don't like being called a millennial, but
Why? It's just a word.
It's just a label. A rose by
I was born in 84.
84. I swear, that used to be the line. It was 84, 85 was the cutoff. Then now it's like 81 or something before we are. So we're millennials technically. Anyway.
It's that Mandela effect or whatever.
Oh, we can get in there. We can go there.
I saw some crazy ones the other day.
Did you really? Let's see. We'll get there. What's up?
Just one. The Monopoly
what?
guy.
Monocle?
Yeah. Did he have it?
No.
The fuck, yes, he did too.
He didn't.
Yes, he did.
It's Mr. Peanut and it's fucking Ace Ventura. Those two together just made it, yeah. Because he did it in that movie, if you recall. Yeah, I mean, he did it in the movie. Like, Ace Ventura did it.
I have something in my tape.
That's exactly. Fucking use him as a mink coat.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. That. I don't know. I can't say because I don't remember well enough. I used to think that he had the monocle. I don't know.
Yes, he did.
So now the
cornucopia.
You know.
They had it.
Yeah, it was definitely there. Don't listen to him.
Chumbawamba? Or was it
Don't.
Chumbawamba?
It is Chumbawamba.
Chumbawamba.
Yeah, it is number one.
They're saying it's Chumbawamba.
Yeah, tell them they're bullshit. Just tell them they're bullshit. Everybody knows that. You can't lie on that one.
You're
So,
dealing with two ACC people in
very
this
much.
squirrel.
That's Shooting the Shits has always had that format where it's like, hey, I don't remember what I was talking about. Let's go on to the next thing.
I've never even watched a podcast.
No, not one. Like any podcast.
I mean, like, yes, actually, I watched a bunch of Christian ones.
Really? Why?
Because I felt like it was needed and good for my soul.
Well, so they were.
And it did. It really, it gave me peace in times when I was like,
So that is slightly different though. Like that situation is when you see those things that appeal to you in that way, that's a whole other story. Like that's when you get like for me when I watch something that's like just I don't know I'm lying because I actually don't watch Christian anything, but if I did, the stuff that I watch that's it doesn't speak to me that way. But the thing that does speak to me though is the Buddhist stuff, like listening to them and listening to their philosophies and
Then
stuff.
all of it should.
Why?
Because there's no 100% proof in any of it, and there's a little bit of truth in all of it. Really. So you should really take your shoes off, walk outside, and just. I mean, how do you think, like, my life that I've lived, I still smile, even with the bullshit I'm going through, and when I'm mad, I'm like, I'm just gonna smile, because my eyes started twitching.
I'm just gonna
I'm
smile.
just gonna smile, because it's so much better than frowning, and plus people be like, what's wrong?
Yeah, so that never works. You literally can't have them. I can't have somebody do that. Like, what's wrong?
Like Stewie's
If I felt
mom,
like talking
just
about it.
I don't want.
If I felt like talking about it, you'd already know. But I'm trying to let that shit go. Yeah, no, it doesn't work like that.
And what is talking about it going to do? Because 90% of the time, people don't listen. They don't care. Even if they ask, they really don't care. They're pretending for the most part. Even if you ask them 5 minutes later, what'd I say? Oh. So what's the point?
See,
However, I will listen to you. If I ask, it's because I truly care, and I try to love most people because I know that most people are made to be good.
Ocho kids.
I mean, it's just, huh?
Ocho kids.
Hi, oh, hi, babies. Good catch.
Yeah. I gotta go back and forth.
I love you guys.
So, all right. So
My proudest things in life are my babies.
that's always. That's as being a mom and raising them to adulthood. I call it paying those ones off.
I can't claim raise to all of them, unfortunately, but the one I did raise, the whole 16 and a half years, almost 17. Oh, he's stressful. I love you, Jacob. You're my baby, though, but considering everything me and that kid have been through together, like, I did damn good, like, I'm proud of myself even if nobody else is, and it took a long time for me to even say that.
That's a hard thing for some people to say. I don't know why it's so difficult to say, like, to be proud of yourself, like, to see your achievements, but I definitely relate to that. I have a big ego and a low self-esteem. Doesn't make sense, but I'll allow
Yes,
it.
it does.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
It does make sense.
I think there's a lot of people like that. It's not something that people talk about. You don't talk about, like, if you have to project confidence and, like, that's how you are, but then you actually are probably one of the less confident people. You just go ahead and fake it till you make it type shit. Otherwise, because I think if you have that level of confidence that people want to see, I think you've got to be somewhat narcissistic. Like, yeah, I don't think you'd be like, yeah, no, I'm just that good. Like, yeah.
I think if it gets to a point, it would be narcissistic. Because I think everybody should have a sense of being proud of themselves. Yes. I was insecure. I'm still not so much anymore, only because of everything I've been through. It finally made me made me realize, like, how strong I really am, and to the ones that I really meant something to, I know really care about me, and I impacted their lives, for better. I wasn't always there for the ones I love, but I know for the times I was there, even a kid that's around me all the time now, he has recently told me, like, if it weren't for me, like, he doesn't know where he'd be, because he's never had somebody that he can open up to, and he lives with both his mother and his father. And for one, that's a rare thing anyway to have.
100%.
I wish nothing like when I was a child. I remember wishing so bad, like I just want one baby daddy, and to live in the same house and the same road for always and always, and the same street. The kids go to the same school throughout their lives, and I almost had that once with Jason and Jacob, and then that was all ripped to shreds, and that's what really killed me the most, because I wanted security for my children and for them to know that I worked really hard to provide that for them, considering everything in my past and what I.
Nobody sees the work that you do. Nobody sees what it takes to get to the final product. Like, they don't know what it took to make you you. They just see what that limited view of you, because that's all they
And
know.
what they see now.
Yeah, and what they see now. But that what you see now is a culmination of all the things that have happened to you to get this mindset, to get this everything. I mean, just everything.
And believe me, where I'm at now, I'm not proud. But I didn't deserve where I'm at now.
And that's kind of where I mean, it doesn't really. It's not the best segue into the beginning, but it does say there is something in that beginning story that I think is crucial. It all
Major
these,
setbacks.
yeah, I mean, yeah, it's definitely some major setbacks, but how you deal with it. There's builders and there's breakers in the world, and like you can either build with the bricks, the shit bricks that you're given, or you can break under the pressure of them, and then you're just underneath a bunch of shitty bricks. So, you know, I'd rather build with it. I mean, I've definitely taken the opportunities that I've been given. I've squandered a lot, but I've also went ahead and used it to build something for other people as well. Like, helping other people makes me feel better. Like, you know, if I don't buy stuff for me. I don't like clothes and shit like that. I don't buy anything for me. I buy stuff for other people. Now, studio equipment, different story. Don't do the kids.
Speaking of, Miss Heather, I do have a pile of clothes on my bed for you that you said you were needing today, and you're supposed to come get. Just letting you know.
Bam. We got PSAs in this bitch.
What's that mean?
Public service announcement.
Why?
Just telling her where she needs to get
Oh.
So all right. So what else we got? So essentially, like to bring it back to the beginning here, you said you remember moving around a little bit in the beginning, and then your first sexual trauma happened in second grade.
Which had a huge impact on my life and how I allowed certain things, even up until recently.
So what? Can you, if it's not too difficult, can you give me the rundown of what happened that time, or like an idea? So was it a family friend, neighbor?
I don't know. Well, I know it was my friend's dad. I don't remember what her name was, but I remember living in a cul-de-sac where we like used to play Foursquare out there, and there was like a corner store actually, which made me quit stealing. I got busted at second grade, and like I learned my lesson. I had to bring that bubbly-ishness back to the store the next day, and that was like my break on stealing things. I'm like, that's a no-no, because that was embarrassing shit.
It works. Hey, parents, if you bring your kid back in with the things that they stole, they're not gonna do it again. Like, and if they
It
do,
worked
it's
for
gonna take
me.
a while. Yeah,
It really worked for me, because I'm like,
Same.
I will throw somebody under the bus. Like, if I catch you stealing from somebody, I'm like,
Yeah,
they
stealing,
did it.
You know, I'm not a big fan of corporations, so I don't say anything about that. But from individuals, yeah, you don't steal from people ever. Corporations, whatever. I don't know. Whatever you do, some people might say that's fine. I don't know. That's not for me to say. Exactly. Some people might say. So.
But I got busted because I was chewing it at bedtime, and my parents didn't go say
What?
goodnight. My parents smelt it. I remember like being under my pillow or something. I would think it was great bubbly-ishness or something like that.
Yeah, bubblicious. That was it's a
Or
pretty
gold.
it's a good it's a goodie though. So okay, so it sounds like you had a pretty good, you just had
It was a
an
normal,
average,
like, military, like, riding your bikes out front. It was a cute little neighborhood. I even want to say it was the Fort Crook Falcons, and I still remember the theme song for it, which is insane. But yeah, I remember living in, was it duplexes?
townhouses.
Yeah, because the other ones were duplexes. Because ours were second story, and I want to say we lived like right in the middle of it. And when like you go around the roundabout or whatever, there was apartments here, and then that went up like this, and then ours that were right here, and then ones right here, and I remember these ones because that's where the lady was. And I remember waking up several times, different times, but this one sticks out the most, and I can remember it like it was a movie. I remember pretending to be asleep and remembering, like, no, this isn't okay. He's not supposed to be touching me. And I pretended to wake up, and I said I wanted to go home. This is my heart, like, ouch. And I remember my friend getting mad at me, and I remember the mother being in the doorway and the dad sitting in a chair next to the side that I was sleeping in. I want to say his name was Chuck, but I just don't remember. I wish I did. I would out him. That's the one name I would out right now, and I'm not here today to out names, but that one in particular I wish I would have, just because of how the mom was okay with what he was doing, and the child, which was my friend, was so upset with me leaving that she was so used to it, and we were only in second grade.
That's-
Anyway, what?
But then after that occurred and you asked to go home, what happened then?
The mom started yelling at me. I remember the mom was like yelling at me and saying I'm a bad friend. I really don't remember anything really, but the mom yelling at me. And I remember grabbing my, well, to me at that time was life-size bunny rabbit, because I'm still only 5'2", but I was little, second grade, and I remember walking out with my blanket and my bunny rabbit and walking home and knocking on the door and just crying, but nobody was answering. And I remember this black lady around the other side of the cul-de-sac was outside on her phone, and she come up to me while she was on the phone and was asking me, are you okay? Can I help you with anything? And then when I told her I just want to go home and nobody's answering me, and I remember her knocking a few times, and of course no one answered, and she's like, well, do you want to come back to my house? I'll leave the door open. And me, even though I was only in second grade, I was like, no, that's not safe for me. I can't go back with you, especially knowing that already I just came from something that was not right. And she's like, I'm gonna go to the house, I'm gonna write a note, and you'll see me put it on the door. And that made me feel comfortable. I remember walking back, and I still remember what her living room looked like. Like, I don't even remember what my parents' entire place looked like, but I remember what her living room looked like. And I remember playing Sonic the Hedgehog. It was the first time I ever remember playing a video game. And now it's possible I did before. I just don't know. Like, that was my first game that I remember playing and eating gummy worms. She gave me gummy worms, and she kept the door open. She stayed on the phone the whole time, and I really felt comfortable with this lady. So, like, if you're still alive and you see this and you're you, like, thank you. You made me feel really safe. But I remember going home when my parents pulled up, and they came, they saw the note, and I remember them walking to the house and them saying thank you and whatever. And then I don't remember really walking home, but I remember when I got home, I got in trouble. Before they even asked me, I'm sorry, like, I'm sorry to my family for this one because I would never want to throw any of you guys under the bus. And this is what I meant, Dylan, when I said always give your child a safe place to talk. And I cannot stress this enough. Always give your child a safe place to talk. If they do something out of the normal, like leave somebody's house in the middle of the night, ask them why. Because, and this hurts, really fucking hurts me to even say out loud. For my parents not asking me why I left and only getting in trouble, that stopped me from there on out ever telling on any of my sexual predators. I've had to work next to them. I've had to live with them. I've had to deal with them throughout my life. Some so close that you wouldn't. Some people would probably call me a liar. But that's not something I would ever lie about. I'm not a liar to begin with.
But it's not, a lot of people do that because they have to justify that this type of shit happens. Like, it's hard for a lot of people.
I always felt bad if I told on them.
See, but that's.
And I didn't feel safe to tell on them.
Now that is, I mean, it's trained behavior. You got in trouble and you didn't like that, and you were already in a traumatic situation. So like, it's gonna leave its impact. And so like you said, you have to give them a space where they feel safe enough to come to you and tell you these things. Like, because I know I wasn't comfortable. I was sexually assaulted as well when I was 8 and 9, and it was not. I tried to go to my mom. I actually thought that it meant that I was gay, because like, you know, I mean,
There are a lot of guys say that.
of course, like, because like, you're not gonna fucking, you know, like, if you touch your dick one time, you're gay for life, if you choose to or not, evidently. That was the mindset then, but it's like, nah, like, that's the hardest part, is like being able to even say it. So I went to my mom, and it was like that Macklemore song. It was like, hey mom, I think I might be gay, and she's like, no, you're not. You've had a girlfriend since you were like 5 years old. Like, I don't want to hear this. You're like, you're girl crazy. It's like, yeah, that's true.
Do you think that made you more promiscuous, or like even more promiscuous at a younger age?
Yeah, absolutely. After that, it was very, it hypersexualized me. It made me to like where that was it was a good thing to be sexual. Like I wanted it from early on. Like, but that's actually technically, I don't think that did it, because I was thinking about that shit before. Like, I was already thinking about that stuff, because like I remember being very young and going like playing doctor. Like, you know, it's freaking being like 6 and 7 with girlfriends at the time, and they'd be like, yeah.
I thought that was like a normal thing.
Yeah,
I'm not
sure.
a doctor,
I don't know
but
about- yeah, but whatever, you know.
I remember a very stern ass whooping from my uncle for me playing I'll show you mine if you show me yours with his girlfriend's son. We got caught.
But that's what
No,
I'm
see,
saying.
like
So
that
it's
that one
curiosity.
I deserved, okay, because that one I deserved.
You got it.
I will.
Yes,
And I
there's
remember
appropriate
missing
now.
out on eating ding dongs.
Of course.
My dad was coming with treats as me and my uncle were going this way, and yeah, I didn't get those
Yeah,
ding dongs.
no. You did though. You did. No, that's where it's, you know, but that's the thing, is like, so I felt I didn't tell my mom until much later. Like, I was like 22 before I finally told her, and the only reason I told her is because I had finally told somebody, which was my daughter's mom, Emily's mom, and so like that, you know, waiting that long to do so, how it affected my stuff is that, yeah, it made me more hypersexualized, like actually hypersexualized, and it made it to where I was a man. I gotta be a man. I gotta prove that I'm a man. So the way to prove that is that since I had stepdads, they didn't care as much as, you know,
I had been
as
to
about
first.
some do. I didn't. That was not my experience. Up to that point, that for sure. So like, I didn't have anybody raising me. It was really just me. I was a latchkey kid. You know, parents gotta work. So I'm just raising.
Oh, so you're a rich kid?
No, latchkey means.
I thought latchkey meant rich.
No. It means that your parents are at work until whenever, and you come home and you just, you know, you hold it down until they get back.
No, you had to be a rich kid, because how else did your parents afford that? Like
A latch?
latchkey.
A latch? the thing that goes over the door. It's a latchkey. Like it's not.
I thought a latchkey kid meant like they were like rich and they spent all the time at like camps and
No.
like their parents were never home because they're always working, so they just
Yes.
were spoiled little kids.
I thought I was spoiled. I didn't know anything. If everybody around you is poor, then you don't really know what poor is because you're like,
What's your definition of poor?
not being able to. I mean, we didn't have food sometimes. I mean, it's just in general, it was below the poverty level for sure. But it's not like he wasn't
We
trying.
used an outhouse, I think, for like 2 years growing up after my parents or my dad got out of
We
the
did not have an
military.
outhouse. I can say we didn't have an outhouse.
And we boiled snow for water.
But you were
Argued over the first bath. I'm not gonna lie. It was like
that's a level of poverty that I didn't have to go through. We
I'm
didn't have
actually
to boil.
thankful for it now, though.
It does. It makes you a character. It either makes you a character or it builds your character. One of the two. Like
I was embarrassed about it when we were younger,
yeah, of course.
but
When's the first time you got a pair of nice clothing and or shoes? Like your first name brand shit.
after my dad got out of the military, I remember being 15 and getting my first pair of Jinko jeans. I got them from Savers, and I was like so super excited. I was like, ICP baby, like I need some Jinkos.
So you were a juggalo. You're a juggalo.
I was down with the club.
Yeah. I can't say that I wasn't a scrub listening to fucking ICP and like pretty much I was known as the ICP kid like because I had my shirts, so I had like 14, 15 ICP shirts. And my brother had some, he had like 20. He had like 20 of them. So when he stopped wanting to wear them, that's the only thing we did was go get concert shirts. We did it.
Concert. Like the only concerts I went to as a kid was
Go earn your money,
Lee
girl.
Greenwood and like.
Go earn your money, girl. You gotta get out there. We worked.
Listen, I
worked every
detasseled
day.
corn at like 4 foot too. That was not easy
I don't know
work
what
to
detasseling
do,
corn
and
I don't know what that means. Detasseling corn.
spoiled.
I'm not country. That's the thing. I mean, I'm country. I'm mountain country though. They ain't got the same type of shit. I got snappy.
What's mountain country?
We lived in the holler. If you don't know
Okay,
what a
so you lived in a divot.
yeah. The funny thing. in
That
fact,
makes you
that first
country?
person- yeah. If you've ever been to North Carolina, the mountains are pretty country. In case y'all don't know, the accent. You know by the accent, which I can't do.
My family sounds like, don't you know?
Oh, they're the Northerners, yeah. They sound
I'm a
like they're from
Yankee.
Minnesota.
No,
Yeah.
South Dakota.
You got Scrapple over there.
We
Yeah.
got corn bins, silos.
So we don't have silos down
Fields.
here. Yeah, we got fields. So like, all right.
Fields.
So you were in high school growing up. So you go from that event and not wanting to talk to anybody.
That was in 2nd grade.
Right. So and that also explains being a juggalo as well. Just getting along with the less than popular people, especially being an attractive female. You're set to go into the prep crew. Like it's like, hey, yes, attractive female.
Prep?
Yeah, preps and
No,
that's-
no, I
you're
was
set
the
up to be.
opposite.
You're set up to be. That I think that. Do you think that sexual assault made your personality like?
Yeah, maybe like not so much dress sluttier, because really, if you think about it, we all really dressed the same. My shit just looked poor. My shit just wasn't as clean. It wasn't washed. It wasn't new. I didn't have like the makeup on, and I don't know what kind of, I don't know if Gucci and Prada was out then, but like, I never even heard of that shit
It would be
back
like
then. But
Hilfiger and all that. At the time, it was like Polo, Hilfiger, and like Abercrombie and shit.
but like, I remember dial-up, kind of, and I remember using an outhouse.
See,
And I remember my dad going into the house, like, trying to unfreeze lines just so he could try to get water. And he'd be coming in with, like, a frozen mustache.
okay, so that part, okay, I always wondered that about yours, is that part of the story is like, okay, so he's retired military?
Mm-hmm.
So he's
He
got a
was.
military pension. He had military pension, right? Like retirement.
I really don't know. My parents' business, and that's what gets me with kids nowadays. My parents' business was my parents' business. It wasn't ours. Like, we knew better than to ask them any questions. And even still now, I really don't know. Like, I know my dad was like 100% disabled, and my dad kind of walks how I do when I first stand up, like hunchback. I knew he hurt himself in the military, and things got rough, you know, when we left Nebraska and went to South Dakota. But like,
Sounds like he was homesteading. Like it sounds like you guys were homesteading. Like
I don't know.
going and getting a place out in South Dakota, like. the
Well,
middle
this
of
is where
nowhere.
my dad grew up. Was in
Oh.
Canton. Like this
Okay,
was like
so
a
this is-
small population, 1,000 people maybe.
Okay, so it's a small town, and it's where he's from. Like you would figure that the cost of living there would be very, very low. And if you're
Probably.
getting 100, if you're 100% disabled through the military, you would figure that you're getting some type of Social Security or both Social Security and your, your government. But what I'm saying by that is like, I don't think that I don't know the financial situation. Obviously, I don't know because I know less than you, and which is probably about the same. Like, don't know the financial situation, but it seems like he would be more well off. Your childhood would have been more well off. How many brothers sisters?
There were 6 of us.
Oh shit! No wonder he's broke. Shit. You can. I say that all the time. Like, you can give one kid the most amazing life. You can give 2 kids a great
Yeah,
life.
there were 6 of
3
us little
kids.
shits.
I mean, they'll be all right. 4 kids, you're like, all right. I don't know what to do with that, guys.
And my brother, the only boy, was the youngest.
Damn.
Great.
Damn.
Hi, Delina.
Rough. That's a hard one right there.
I remember we
5
put him in a
sisters.
dryer once.
All types of shit.
He climbed in it though.
Yeah, he's guaranteed to be rough and tumble on that one.
No, but life was like, it was hard. I remember going from like, even though I don't really remember it like a movie, I know that prior to South Dakota felt, I want to say like privileged in a sense. Like,
Okay.
you know, we played with kids. There was the neighborhood.
I mean, I wasn't so poor I didn't have a neighborhood.
Right.
Come on.
And then I remember moving in with my grandfather in South Dakota. And I want to say my grandma was still alive. I just don't really remember too much. But I remember eating a lot of cornflakes. And occasionally we would all get to share a banana and have like banana slices on top of our cornflakes.
Your parents had a business?
I think my dad had a construction business later on, but because I remember they ended up with a dog named Duffy, which was kind of like Charlie.
Same type.
Mhm.
I don't know.
A little shithead.
A little one.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll never do that again.
What, have a little dog?
Yeah, because like I never wanted one because they're so feeble and like they're so innocent and like they can't protect themselves and
No, I don't know, man. I've met some pretty mean little dogs too. They can protect themselves, kind of. I mean, they bark.
not against 3 big ass
No.
dogs that want to tear them apart.
No. That's a whole nother story. Yeah, no. There's video of that one
That
too.
one just went
There's a video there too.
There is a video on that
yeah,
one too.
We'll have to bring that one up later. You've already served the time for
I'll
that.
get angry on that
You already
one.
served the time on it. So, okay, so, alright, so what I was getting at to the high school, so we brought up to high school, got a background. Was there any more defining moments between that and 18? Like between 2nd grade and 18, like,
Oh yeah.
what do you got there?
Well, there was one other person that did touch me inappropriately, sorry. But I'm not ready to say who that was. That one's more, I'm not ready to say that one. Even though it was less aggressive than that one in 2nd grade, but No, I ran away when I was 17. It was probably like 14 days after I turned 17, and I told one person, and I love you. You kept the secret to this day. I love you more than you know. Beyond thankful for you. Sometimes I wish you hadn't, but you were one of a kind of a friend that you knew how to be quiet, and I've appreciated that. Even though it was one of those times I really wish somebody would have told on me.
Well, yeah, I mean,
She didn't, and that was the biggest eye opener and reality checker, um, reality change.
what? So what ended up? So you ended up running away for how long? How long were you gone?
I don't even know. I mean, it was long enough that I made newspapers. I made the missing and endangered runaway teens thing.
So
I was gone for a while.
I mean, is that a month? Is that 6 months? Is that a year? Like, what's a while? I don't know the timeline there.
It had to have been months.
Okay, months. So that's a long time to be away. How did you get out? Like, how did you get? You know.
It was somebody that I really trusted. I mean, I was naive, and they were in, our lives for at least 2 years. He was my dad's friend. He was, and I'm sorry for throwing you out.
Why would
My
you be
first
sorry?
real, because some of them might not even know who it was that I ran away with yet. Because I have not wanted to hurt other people with my pain. Like, I have always felt like even the other one that I say I'm not going to say. That person in particular is already dead. So why inflict a pain on other people by saying something about them?
Is it true? That's my,
Of course it's true. I
Right,
would never
that's what
say it otherwise.
That's what I'm saying though. If it's true, then I feel like that's the truth. And letting history, like, paint somebody that's not a good person go down as a good person, like nobody has anything negative to say. Like, that's where it's like, there's not anything out in the public, there's not anything. So history will view that person kindly, and I don't like that. I don't personally like
I
it.
have
There's
wondered
this-
if he's touched other
I guarantee
people,
it. I
especially in my
guarantee it.
family. Like,
That's why I don't. When it comes to pedophiles in general, or sexual assault in general, I just say fucking kill them. 100% of the time, kill them.
but they're not always guilty.
Right, and that's a thing that
There
that's
has been
already
people that
shown.
have accused people that are
Absolutely.
not guilty, and that's not okay. You can't just say, oh, because you're found guilty, you're guilty. That's like me
That's
right
what
now.
appeals, that's what the appeals are for, and that's what if the truth. I mean, we have
And how
to
often do
believe.
people get appeals?
I need to no matter what you get an
And they
appeal.
say guilty until proven or innocent until proven guilty, but really is guilty until proven innocent,
That's
like
a fact.
me right now.
I get it, and that's true. But at the same time, I can't.
But you're
They're
labeled
going to,
that
they're
now.
going to ruin more lives by letting them. Right now, we have a problem in this country where there's pedophiles that get 6 months for assault on a less than 12. Like,
Oh, I just read one the other day. Oh, and he got less than what I'm facing.
That's what I'm saying.
And mine was for protecting children, and
Right.
yours were for
Yes.
raping elderly people that can't defend themselves. And it's just because some guy walked in and caught you, and then you have pictures of babies in your phone and children in your phone, and you got a year and a half. Are you fucking kidding me?
That's what I'm saying, and that's where, and
Oh.
that is a kink that they've developed that they're not going to get rid of. So you can't.
To me, that just says society is okay with raping children.
The system is. The system
The
is.
system.
The system. The judges are the ones putting that time out, and they're going, it's not so bad. There's got to be a.
But why? Because either they're doing it too, or they're getting threatened by who it does.
Right. Or
So stop being a pussy and just stand up for what's right.
Yes. And
Whoever you are.
I'm sure that there are judges that probably are hard on it, hopefully somewhere. But what I read, it just pisses me off all the time. Like I'll read about judge. There was one where he's talking to the guy, and it was this is a multiple repeat offender, and he's back in court again, and he goes, look, I'm gonna give you, he said he's gonna give him 30 days in jail, then he's gonna give him 2 years probation. But during that probation, he's going to make sure that he gets the psychological help that he needs so that he can be a productive member of society again. And he's giving him this pep talk while the victim is sitting here in the courtroom. And it's like, what the fuck is going on? This is not a system of what's right and what's just.
Protect and serve.
Yeah, no, that is not the system. That has never been the system.
It's who's got the most money.
You can get away with a lot of things if you got the money. I mean, we've seen that time and time again, and people just accept it because they go, what can we do?
Or who's the bigger snitch?
Oh, no, that'll always help you
Or
out.
who is the snitch?
Yeah, that'll always help you out. Go ahead. Snitch on somebody for your misdemeanor and give them a load of felonies. Yeah, trade that out, because that's,
When facts are, if you fuck up, stand up and just suck it up, buttercup, and go down for what you did and deserve.
Yep. Don't go dragging other people into your shit. But that's cowards, and that's how they work, and that's how they operate. But so okay.
We keep going off subject.
No, I mean it's all right because this is the format of the show. But so to bring us back around, like where you ran away, you were gone for months. During that time, and you said you went away with somebody that you trusted. Was it were you sexually assaulted at that time as well?
From the first day on to every day I was there.
See, and that's what I'm saying.
I was forced to do things, so many things that really I didn't even knew even happened. That's when I was really introduced to drugs, other than pot. Most people that grew up in the 80s were introduced to pot at a young age, but I was stupid. I remember sticking a pot leaf in the microwave and thinking that's how you tried it out.
I'm a smoking pot leaf. Yeah, I definitely did the same.
It was ditchweed. It wasn't even like.
It's not even weed, is it? You're smoking leaves. Like I might as well go outside and grab one.
It smells so bad.
It's bad.
But
So you were introduced to drugs. What kind of drugs?
Oh, I don't even know.
No idea.
I remember. Actually, so most of my life I can't remember in like video form. It is like picture, maybe a little skit. There's different times where it was more so a video, and these times were kind of really one of them because I know it happened for a while, and while I did learn a lot, the traumatic effect it had on me, and then again for the rest of my life, was unreal. I remember this man telling me, I remember him calling and asking for my dad, and I was like, no, they're at the bar, and he just started talking to me and asked me, would you ever like to get out of there? I will give you a safe place to come. They'll never find you. You can come out here and drive vehicles and shoot guns. And there's no rules. You can just have fun and da 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 da. And the more I was getting in trouble for things that I didn't think was fair, some to this day I don't believe were fair. Some I got in trouble for that I didn't even do.
Where? At this place?
No, growing up.
Oh, I think you were talking about
like
the
at
place.
home. Like when I strangled a girl on the bus for making my sister cry because she kept making fun of her weight.
Right. How
And
old? What grade? Ish.
I was 15, so maybe a freshman.
Okay. So.
But I told the girls, stop making my sister cry. Don't do it again. Like, I'm going to stick up for my family. I might not stick up for myself because I never had the self-esteem to do that. But for people I loved, I always stuck up for them. I've always done that. That's never been an issue for me to stick up for anybody I love.
That's a nurse type personality. The ones that take care of other people, all the way up until the point where it's gonna harm you by neglecting yourself and taking care of everyone else. No, I'm fine, and doing all the things for other
Yeah.
people. That's a nurse type personality.
But I'm okay with that. Because as long as other people are taking care of them, I'm like okay with that.
Yes, but that's the problem. You have to. So the same way I said about it's about money as well. It works the same way. Where if there's a pool of people and they're all drowning, and you are on the side of the pool, you can either jump in there with them and you can try and help as many as you can. Most likely you're going to be brought under. Instead of being on the side, keeping yourself secure, which is healthy and or financially
No, I
stable,
throw a rope
and
because I'm smarter.
That's what I'm talking about. The rope is staying healthy and so on. Now, if that rope is tied around your neck,
I already know I would drown.
Ah.
Because I would try to talk. I'm like, get off it.
Well, the thing there is like you gotta take care of yourself.
I think smarter, not harder.
That's what it is. It's like you can't jump in there. You have to use the rope. You have to use that little that metal fucking thing that I don't know why it's shaped like that. I still don't know. But you have to use those. You have to use whatever you have at your disposal. Even if you gotta stand on the side and pull people in by hand.
But then later I'd feel bad because like, as long as it took to get that rope, I could have saved like more people, and that would fuck with me.
Well, that's survivor's guilt. Survivor's guilt is a real thing that when you deal with anybody that dies, we end up having that type of this guilt that I could have done something. I could have done more, no matter what. When my brother died, I felt the same way. Like he he was the light of everybody's life, but he was couch surfing. Like he would just go place to place with he roamed all over the place, and like he could have been on my couch, and he could have I could have given him my food and let him sit on my couch for fucking 1-3
Did you
years.
express that?
No, because I told him no, that's not gonna work unless you get a job and you're at my house. Like I'm not about to support you like that. But then when he died, it was like, dude, you can sit on my couch forever. Like I wouldn't care. Like I'd do that any day, and I could have done that. Why didn't I do that? But I realized that it's not on the individual to.
This made my heart hurt for you.
Well, that's
Like it being like really deep in there.
because you're an
Ouch.
empath. Because you're an empath, and that's where it's like you can't. Just because that's true, I could have done those things, but I didn't know the outcome. You won't know the outcome until it's too late, and then you would change everything to take it back. So like.
It's like when I ran away, I felt like it was gonna make things better for my little brother and sister because like things were hard and I really wanted my parents to quit drinking, and it made me mad when I made sports teams and they couldn't afford to let me go out for them, but yet all my other siblings had been in sports. And that really bothered me because I fucking hated track. Okay? I hated track, but that was the free sport. I hated it. But it did get me out of the house, and so I was in it. And like,
Yeah, that's
okay,
one
but
of the
things
cheaper
did look
ones.
good on me.
That's one of the cheaper ones, though. I will say that. You're right.
Yeah, but it was
what do you need?
embarrassing because like we live in a small town, and I remember Jackie something like that, photography. Her parents owned it, and like I remember them coming up to me and offering to pay for my photo package because my parents couldn't. And I was kept thinking like, I know how much that beer costs.
Right. Yes.
Two cases of them beers would be like my uniform and this.
Yeah.
As an adult, I do see that there would have been more, because like I've done the sports and holy shit,
Yeah.
it's bullshit.
Yeah, it's a wreck.
It's really bullshit.
Definitely
Like,
is.
oh my god.
Yeah, I know. It's when
Except AYSO, you guys are awesome. I love you guys.
Which one's that?
I don't even know what it stands for, but it was the soccer thing that Jacob was in, and
Fucking
they're
soccer.
amazing. Like they are absolutely amazing. I love them.
There's still, there's lots of good, there's lots of things that don't cost an arm and a leg if it's not run essentially by the school or by the county themselves, because typically
I think
the
this is county.
Is it county? Really?
I think AYSO is. I want to say because it was not through the school.
Okay. Yeah,
And
school
it
is always
was-
going to be super expensive. Like,
I remember having to be there every Saturday.
they know how much it is. They know how much you get. Like they're like, hey, you guys are in school, like you can afford this amount. This is the standard amount for everyone. They've
300.
yeah, see, they do the same thing for like.
And
for
Jacob even got
choir.
sponsored that first year, and he had like maybe tops 7 to 11 minutes playtime that whole season. When we drove everywhere, freezing our asses off. But
That's a good mama. That's what that is. That's a good mama.
and he had a good daddy too.
And that's where I mean it takes. I mean, I hope that they realize like later in life how much we sacrifice for them. Like, because they don't realize it then. They just feel like it's just expected. Like this is what parents do. That's not what all parents do. You know, some are less able to support. Some are just not willing to support at all. Were your parents supportive of the things that you did do?
I don't know, cause like I do remember different things that like actually stood out to me and blew my mind. Me and my stepmom didn't get along very well, but I do remember after I came back from being a runaway, I remember talking with her and my dad and her asking one day, like, do you know why we gave you the most grief or something like that? And I told her, you know, I couldn't understand why. And that's when I actually thanked them for like the hard life that, you know, I was given, because I knew that later on it was going to help me in different things, which it has. But she always told me, don't get mad, brother and sisters, and don't lie, Mom. She said we saw the most potential in you. I remember going to like this modeling convention, and like the whole family I think tried out, and I was the only one that got accepted. And for the longest time, up until recently when I lost my home, I still had invitation, but we couldn't afford for me to go, which I'm thankful now because Hollywood.
Oh,
But
yeah, those things, those literal the model searches and all that stuff. That's what it is. Is it's them selling you the dream of doing so. And sure, maybe one person out of 10,000 will actually make it. Out of the ones that they took the money from, because they'll take money from everybody.
I don't care. I still
Like,
felt proud because I was the only
and
one
you
in my
should.
family. Don't rain on my
As you
parade.
should. No, as you should. But it was a hustle though. Either way, on you. And maybe they were going to assist, but a lot of those are their hustles. Like they're.
I remember not wanting to smile because of my vampire teeth.
No, that's
So I was like,
that's the look. That's the.
I used to be so embarrassed by them, but then I realized, who else has got symmetrical ones that stick out? And these are all mine.
These
They're
are all mine.
And I've never had braces or retainers. Then I started feeling prouder of my smile.
That's what my daughter has, the same ones, because she knocked her teeth out when she was like 4. She knocked her both front teeth out, and she didn't get it back until she was like 9.
How'd you do it?
She was with her mom. She tripped and fell and hit if I'm not mistaken, she hit a car bumper. Just went bloop and knocked them things out. That would be traumatic. Yeah, that would be rough. That'd be rough. But she was my rough and tumble. Like that.
There was something in my teeth.
Is there something in my teeth?
I'm
You don't have
sorry,
any
that's
teeth.
not funny.
You don't have any teeth. But she's like, she also broke her arm just by like getting upset and going, why? And she banged her arm on the table and broke her damn arm. Yeah, she had a scratch. It was so weird. She had like just a regular scratch, but when they put the cast over it, like it scarred, and that scar is still there to this day. And it was just a little scratch. I don't know why. Don't have any idea why. But she was, you know, watching her. Yeah, it is. But she was also like, she was just a daredevil. Like she's the most like me, which makes her dangerous, which I like her.
My cigarette.
Right. So okay, so we went ahead and we talked about the teenage years. You ran away and then you got into drugs. Is there anything between then and the move to Florida? That's your issue to not discuss and or discuss.
One of my best things came out of in between there, which is my oldest.
Okay.
Hey, Sebastian.
I like Sebastian.
But other than that, no comment.
the time
Really,
period.
I think the things that had the most effect on me were the second grade thing and the running away at 17 and those moments. I think those really defined a lot of how I handled things. My what's the word? Using not using so much my body for what I needed, but knowing or feeling like that's what everybody viewed me as. Like I was only worth what I could give them. I was only worth anything if I had sex with them. I didn't trust anybody for a long time, but then I really trusted everybody with 100% as soon as I met them. And really, 95% of people have betrayed me in some kind of way. Really, except the people back home in South Dakota. Like, shout out to you, Yankees. Like,
I mean, yes, for a reason. But
like most of y'all was really solid. Now some of you crossed me, some of y'all know
that's
what
the
you did.
Midwest, isn't it? Though, like are they Yanks if they're Midwest? South Dakota's over there. Like,
What you mean over there?
It's over there. Like, I mean, if we're on a map, it's over there.
You should pull up the map.
I should pull up the map. Let's see. Jamie, pull up the map.
How many states are above South Dakota?
One. But it doesn't matter about the northern. Once you get out west, it's a different mindset than it is.
It's
up in
not
the
west.
northeast. Shit, it's right next to South Dakota's right next to Idaho and what's another one? Iowa. It's on
Yeah.
that side. Iowa's on that side.
Yeah, because we used to be able to go like this, and we'd be in Beloit, Iowa, which is like most of my family then, on my stepmom's side, and then we were in Canton, South Dakota, which is where my dad grew up.
So, right in your hometown?
Yeah.
That's funny. So, alright. So,
Oh yeah, and my best friend dying at 14, in a boot camp.
if we're
Look at that. That is, what?
right,
How is that?
that's not just the northern. Yes, it's northern, but it is on the western half. It is the start of the western side.
No, that.
I was like, but you tell me how it's not. Is that not half? Come on now.
Honey.
Come on now.
Okay,
No?
we are right here.
Yeah. All right. So you were right on the line. You were
are,
almost
like,
you were
in
almost
that-
a Yankee. You were
Almost
almost a
a-
Yankee.
We're a Yankee. Don't even play with me. Look, if you drew a line down the middle,
Yep. You'd be on the west
we're
side.
Yankee. No.
We're gonna have a civil war here. It was states' rights. All right. So, you say that was.
You don't change my heritage no matter who you are.
Well, you don't want us doing that. We did it for pride. I hate that flag, just so y'all know. But Jess, do you know about that flag? Anyway, it's a Mississippi state flag. It was. So, all right.
Is she watching?
No, she's not watching. Because if she was, I'd get a message immediately going, "Shut up, Christopher." All right. So the thing is, you said the best thing to come out of that time period between going missing and
Before Florida.
Yeah, before Florida, pre-Florida years. So let's go ahead
And I published a book in 5th grade.
Did you?
Yeah. I used to be really, really, really smart.
What
Like-
happened?
I quit taking my Ritalin when I was a kid. Like, I hated taking pills, and to this day, I hate medicine.
I know, I hate that.
I'm that, gypsy soul. I love natural supplements. I love aloe. But I hated taking medicine, and I'd always hide it, and then go bury it in the yard.
Really?
Yeah, and then like a year later, my best friend at the time got popped for a Ritalin bust. You know who you are. It
Damn.
was crazy.
Damn.
Like,
That's a real thing though. Like a lot of people were looking for it back in the day. Like, cause
that was like in the
everybody had it.
90s?
Yeah.
Something? Like, well,
'Cause it was that's when it started. Where they were like,
in like
you.
1999.
They were they were Oprah like in this bitch. They were like, you get some Ritalin, and you get Adderall, and you get some Ritalin.
I never really knew about drugs except pot. I never, like, I remember vaguely actually seeing the person I ran away with something on the back of my parents' toilet once. When he had, I don't know if it was his wife or girlfriend at the time, but I remember seeing it once. Other than that, like, I really didn't know what the fuck drugs were. I mean, hell, I tried cooking a pot leaf.
Yes. Yes.
Ditchweed
I think that's
in my
normal.
microwave.
I think that's pretty normal. I think that as long as you're a druggie. I remember being in okay. So I remember being in 5th grade and seeing the Dare box and them having
This
all
girl
those
was a
drugs.
Christian. How did she know about selling Ritalin?
Because probably people asked her about it, I would imagine. Because I mean, people would ask me all the
Oh,
time,
that makes sense.
all the time. Because it's
They
like,
never asked me though.
no, yeah, because they're like, that bitch needs it, don't.
She buries it in the yard.
She just goes out back and buries it. We've been digging it up this whole time. So like, okay, so when I was in 5th grade, I saw the drug box, and it was like all the different drugs, so that you could see what it, so you could identify it and tell on your parents if you wanted to. And I was like, and I looked at the drug box, and I'm like, I don't know what any of that is, but I kind of want it. And then they fucked up and told us a story about a guy. They pulled the SWAT team up and all this stuff like in the back, and it was like they were just doing it like a dare thing, where it's like, look at we're the police, and we're cool. It was
I
like,
don't even think I knew about SWAT team until I was in my 20s.
yeah, but they were coming for you. You had to know about it. But they were, so they essentially what it was like they were telling stories, and this guy, the SWAT officer, he goes, so yeah, there was this one time we got to a call. It was domestic violence. It was a guy with a knife, and you know he was going to charge the police. He was going to charge us, and so we shot him, and we shot him like 5 times, and he kept coming, and we shot him 6, 7, 8, 9 times. We shot this guy, and he didn't. He was dead. His body didn't know it. And what that said to me as a 5th grader is I was like, okay, so, and they said,
I'm gonna be like Wolverine.
they said he smoked PCP beforehand, and I was like, oh, okay, so maybe if I smoked PCP and like didn't get shot 9 times, maybe like I could take like 7. It makes you bulletproof, obviously. This guy kept going, so that was the thought there. Now I didn't do PCP. I didn't know as a kid. I don't know if you noticed, Joe Rogan. But you know, as a kid, that's not the story to tell somebody. Like that is not the story to tell. They just pretty much just told me how to be invincible almost.
Who told you about this?
That was the SWAT, the DARE teacher. Like they're trying to tell you against.
I remember
drugs.
the DARE program.
Oh yeah, dare to keep kids off drugs. Dude, the commercials are great. But so, all right, so you went to Florida after your event and your time you're running with drugs. You went sober, did you not? Like when you came to Florida?
Yeah, when I came to Florida, I smoked weed.
Right, that's Cali sober.
I was introduced to ecstasy for the first time, which I really didn't like. I think I did it maybe 3-4 times. It was too much for me. I didn't like not having control of anything that I was doing.
I loved it.
I couldn't function. I didn't like the fact that if something imminent happened, I couldn't just jump up and handle it. And
That definitely happened.
that was a no-go for me. That if I couldn't do that, I wasn't gonna do it.
See, I can do a lot of things and still be. You won't know anything's even going on. I had to, for example, take. I ran away from home myself, and my mom knew exactly where I was. Like she knew exactly where I was. I was over at my buddy's house, and she sent the cops after us, or after me. And his house wasn't exactly cop friendly, because we had pretty much been trapping out of that beast for a minute. And so like I had just taken 2 4-leaf clovers, so 2 ecstasy tablets, 2 rolls. And so I'd taken 2, and maybe 10 to 20 minutes later, we were knocking the door, and he goes to answer it, and he's like, oh shit. So he got his mom. Mom goes there, and they said, all right, we need Chris to come out here. We're gonna bring him home. And it's like,
Oh, because your mama called on you?
I'm not here. I'm not here. And so they go ahead and they they went back and forth for a second. She's like, we can't have tension here. We gotta get the fuck out. It's like, I'm about to start rolling my ass off. Like you're about to hit me at peak. So I had to go with
Get
him.
out and enjoy it alone.
Oh man, I had to go with the cop, and so I got in the car, and as the fucking streetlights are going by my head, I'm like, oh shit, this is not gonna be fun. And it took, I have no idea how long it took. It's not that far from, like they're not that far from each other. It felt like forever. We got to to my mom's house, and the cop wanted to talk to her and me about like, all right, well you can't just go running away. He wanted to give me a, come to Jesus meeting. It's like it's not the fucking time. It is not the time right now. But and honestly, because I had been missing, and it's been over 7 years, so I can say it. He goes, and that jacket, it matches. We had a robbery at the store right here, like down the street from your house. It matches that jacket. If it had 2 stripes, it's only got 1 stripe. It was me, motherfuckers. Haha, you almost got me. It's 7 years. I'm okay.
9 years shit.
7 years. I'm okay. It wasn't a gunpoint. It was like kids do. We plunged it. We
I
put
stole
shit in
bubble
the
gum.
toilet. We put shit in the toilet. I put shit in the toilet and then fucking had it overflow. And then like it was like, hey man, your toilet's fucked up. So we could run in. Like as soon as he walked back there to do that, we ran in and jumped. My buddy jumped behind the counter, started grabbing shit. I grabbed like shit off of the counter and I saw the blind kid's change jar. I'm like, and I grabbed that shit. Yeah, and we left. That's a whole nother story. There's more to that.
That was a different kind of naughty.
Oh, dude, it was bad. We was bad. We did a lot of shit. I stole cars. I broke into houses. Like I was doing crazy stuff. But that was because I was.
How old were you?
16. I was 16 and 17 when I was doing all that because that was due to addiction. Like it went from ecstasy and us having like, we had anything that we wanted because it started with a fake pound of weed. Like, and when I say fake, it was just the worst weed. Like somebody found it in their dad's garage, and it was like, it was terrible. Like we rolled to try it. They gave us
It was
ounce.
just brown Reggie.
Oh, dude, it was beyond that, dude. It was like hay. We sat there, we rolled up the fattest blunts you've ever seen.
It was like the original spice, or
Oh.
they call it now, Toonchi or
that actually has something in it. We probably get something from it. We got nothing but a headache. We hotboxed the bathroom, and like me and 2 other of my friends, we fucking got all the way down to it, and it's got like that much stuff, and all of us like, dude, I have a headache. That's about it. Like nothing. And it was like.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you smoke too much anyway, you get a headache.
It was nothing. Like you could not possibly get high on this stuff. It might as well have been hemp. So we took that and then we just sold it to the chicks. We sold it to the little kids. Like, cause we were like, hey, if they want weed, they can get it. Here you go. Then when we traded that, we took that money and put it into real weed, and we just kept doubling up, and we wouldn't sell the kids anymore. We were like, hey, we got real weed. Fuck you, little kid. So like we did that, and then it turned from that to ecstasy and pain pills and Xanax, and then it became the pill mill years. When it was the pill mill years,
Never heard that thing.
it's the Florida. It was the pill mill. Like you could get a prescription here easier than anywhere else in the fucking country, and people were. We had it set up to where we could drive to Kentucky, get a van full of people, bring them down here. They'd get their scripts. We'd get half of their script and bring them right back. Like done. Because the oxys and the roxys and all that shit, the oxy IVs and the 120s, it was just money on top of money. And I'm allergic to opioids, so I couldn't take any of them. So I'm just making money crazily. And just for driving. I like driving. Shit, that's jam.
So is ecstasy not a type of opioid?
No, it's MDMA is the base chemical there. It's what Molly is supposed to be. It's supposed to be pure. Ecstasy was always mixed with stuff. Like it was always mixed with amphetamines or with coke or even heroin sometimes. Like it was just mixed with shit. And when it was mixed with heroin, it made me ungodly sick. Like ungodly sick. And it
I
was
couldn't
just,
function.
Oh, dude, we would function. I would take
could
shit
not
and go
function.
out in
I'd
public.
stand up and be like,
Yeah, that's the feeling. Oh shit, have you ever felt anything softer?
No.
Like we was doing
or mushrooms. I'm like,
See, I like
far out.
We went to Disney on shrooms and my buddy could not handle it. I will say the unnecessary pressures were there. It was pretty warm in the day. We had to stand in line for an hour and a half to get his ticket because he didn't have one. And so we're sitting there waiting, and it's kicking in. His girlfriend, he cannot let her know that she's against drugs. He cannot let her know that he's tripping. So he's in his sunglasses, and he's just like, and I can see like this doesn't body movements like that. He's just looking around, But then we also had to stand there with her mom.
Don't
her
be in a
mom was
relationship if you gotta lie about something.
Facts.
Period.
Facts.
Like,
But this is funny.
it's not the relationship for you.
We're we're like 21, 22 years old. These
Don't
are
be a
immature
liar.
relationships.
Makes you a liar,
They're
which makes you a
immature.
POS.
A POS, so like I agree with you. You should definitely be open with whatever it is that you know, whatever you do, you should be open with your partner with. Like, but so we got there, we did all that. It was difficult for the first time I ever saw. I was trying to put gas in the car, like, and I was driving. My girlfriend at the time.
You're saying this was your first time doing this?
This is the first time going to Disney. First time at a gas pump where you know it has the little thing that you gotta click up. That it's got like a nub instead of.
Are you talking about on the pump
Yeah,
itself?
yeah.
Okay.
So that's the first time I had seen one of those, and I didn't see it at all. I'm sitting here going, "How do you start the gas? I don't. There's no thing. Can somebody help me?" It took me like 15 minutes, and the guy I came in the store. I'm like, "I can't figure out how to pump the gas, man." And so he comes out there, and he's like, "Oh, I ain't never seen that before. Okay, we're cool. I'm just gonna say I feel kind of retarded now." And then we get to the place. We have to wait through the line with my girlfriend's mom and his girlfriend that doesn't know that we're messed up. And by the time we got to the end of the line where he's gonna pay for his ticket, I'm sitting right next to him, and he goes, one ticket for entry or whatever. And she's like, "Okay, would you like the extended day or whatever? Like you get a day for $15 or something." And he's like, he looked at me, he looked back at her, like, I don't know. And he grabbed his wallet and shit and just started like booking as fast as he could. What the fuck? What the fuck? And so
Like,
I'm like
in the gate or out of the gate?
out. He didn't even get his ticket. He's like, "Nah, I'm out." And so he starts running shit. I'm like, she goes, "Go get him." Fuck. So I'm tripping balls at that point and going like, "This is fucking crazy." I see him go into a bathroom and like he closed the door and like he locked it. Like by the time I got there, I'm like trying to get in. I'm like, "Bro, you gotta get the fuck out." Like, cause if
We gotta go on
we gotta
the
go
Disney
now.
ride.
Yeah, well, no, we gotta get the fuck out. Like, you can't just go, cause he's screaming in there. He's like, "What the fuck? This place is fucking crazy." He's going crazy. I'm like, "Oh, dude, this is not good. This is not good." Like, and you can hear him because like it has the outside ports where you can hear him perfectly, like actually really loud. And it's like he's just screaming and saying shit, and I'm like, "Bro, open the door and let me in at least. Just let me in."
I think
so
I would have just said,
as soon as
like,
he unlocked the door.
he is my special friend.
As soon as he unlocked the door, a dude came out of the stall and was like, "All right, gotta go." I was like, "Oh my god." Okay, now we really have to go because he's going to security. If they weren't on you yet, they're going to be there now.
Like,
So-
there was somebody locked in the same stall with him?
He locked the bathroom door. Like, and that guy was in a stall, and he was just like, "I'll just wait for this guy to pass." And so I was like, "No, we got to go now." And that fucking not everybody can go out in public on shrooms. That's what I learned there. It is very fun, I will say. I highly suggest it going to.
I probably would have peed myself laughing.
Oh, dude. it
I've
was
been
not-
like, he's just special needs.
if I was my girlfriend, probably.
The field
Me?
trip.
Field trip.
Hey, I do love my special handicapped
Hell
friends.
yeah.
Don't even get me wrong, and
Hell
I have
yeah.
some in my family.
I got some, dude. I got one that she normally watches. Actually, she's really good. Renee, what's up?
Just don't
she's-
feel me.
Well, maybe you have more in common than you thought.
That's even the person across the street from me that's selling a house.
Yeah.
The realtor or
It's
whatever
common,
it
isn't
is. Huh?
Common, isn't
Renee?
it? Yeah, isn't it? I don't know.
I don't know.
It's like red car syndrome. If you have it, then you know, like type thing. Like, but
No, red car syndrome is a thing. Like, it's more expensive, I heard, for red cars.
Oh,
Insurance.
That's
Because it makes them a target.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true. Because I've actually had a red car, and it wasn't any more than if it was any other color. Like, because I actually had that same car.
Was it in your name?
No, that one wasn't. That one definitely wasn't.
It's probably because it was in a good safe driver.
That's probably true. Actually, I know that's true. That's exactly why I can have it. But so, all right. So we went from the history there. So we got. So we can
Is
either
what-
do.
what?
It's an hour and 30. So we can do one
Do
of
you
two
even
things.
still have people watching?
Yeah. It doesn't tell you the accurate number, but there are people watching on Facebook
I know I haven't looked at the camera much, but I'm
and
camera
and
shy.
YouTube. And YouTube. So we can either.
And I have ADD, so like
But we got,
pacing in my chair.
We got all the way up to Florida, and I think that that's an appropriate place to be able to take the break, and to do.
Unless you ever want to go back from there, because
No, you gotta be able. You gotta want to go back, because like you know, I don't know what you're sharing, what you're not. She did say she was watching. So.
Becky?
Yeah, she was. Not sure what you're talking about. I'm glad you're not sure what I'm talking about. I was talking about you. I don't know what though.
We're both just tired. I know. I'm tired. I'm past my bedtime.
I slept. I had a nap today. I was just sleeping during the day.
I had 2 naps today.
I had 2.
And each time I woke up, I ate. And then went back to sleep.
You were hibernating, as we say.
I swear, I am probably now. Okay, my first child, Sebastian, I was 138 pounds full term. I was a week late, induced for 3 days, and that child was 8 pounds, 1 ounce, and like 22 inches long.
That's a big baby.
I was only 138 pounds. I think I weigh more now than I did when I birthed my first child. That was a big child.
Not really.
I don't know.
Not really. Cause like me. Okay, so.
Because I'm thick.
So, you know, I mean, it's so.
Heartache causes muscle. I said heartache causes muscle. I don't know. Hey, that means I went an hour and a half without a cigarette.
You did. I was noticing that because I smoked 4 in that meantime. So what we're gonna do, I think we should break it, and then we should maybe pick up another episode. So we can do this maybe mañana.
That's if y'all want us to. Mañana. As long as we're talking after I go to bed.
Yeah.
Because I need my beauty
It's
sleep.
about-
I don't want wrinkles.
Well, yes, after you go to bed, not tomorrow day. Tomorrow.
And I keep yawning, and it's like making.
Yeah, more tired.
It's making.
All right. So
Making my eye.
what we want to do here, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna end it on a note of.
I want to know your opinions of the first video that was posted on this feed. I think that was like the ultimate thing at the end or whatever. I'm not sure why we posted that first, but
So that
maybe
well, we're gonna
last.
get there. We're gonna get to that part. That's why we put it first, because that we're starting at the end, going to the beginning, making it super complex, like it's a Quentin Tarantino movie.
And it's what I'm on bond for right now.
Which we gotta get that story, because that's so we gotta do it tomorrow. We have to. There's no way around it. We're gonna end it out on a song real quick. I'm gonna do one from the Ice Club.
Yeah, but I didn't sing that. We should put mine and yours on there
I can actually do that.
that we made the other
I think I
night.
can do that. I think I can do it. Hold on. Let's see.
The rock version.
The rock version, I like that one too. Did I send it to you?
Yes. It was the second one you sent me.
No way to tell on this one.
In text message.
Yeah, there's no way to tell these.
And you can't do it.
Um,
Thank you to all who watched. I really don't know what else to say because I've never been on one of these before.
well,
I hope you keep watching. There's gonna be so much that'll really blow your mind when we really get into detail. I'm gonna be opening up about a lot of things, a lot of corruptness, unfairness, and I'm just gonna throw it out there. The corruption of Okaloosa County, and from judges to lawyers to the police to even people I once called my family and would have done anything for.
there is so much.
Just like I'm on trial now for, I would have done
Murder
the same
was
for
the case
them.
that the game.
Damn near. Like apparently I fired a missile.
You kind of. I mean, we're gonna get into it. I mean,
When you guys all finally know the truth about what really happened in that video and the entire thing, I am going to throw this out. I'm sorry, lawyer, but I'm going to throw this part out. Friday, there was a no trespass put on this man. Saturday, 2 calls were made on well checks because he was posted outside of my house, and wouldn't leave. They did nothing. They came and spoke to him, did not make him leave. Okay, he broke into my house that day. Then Sunday hits. He breaks into my home again while still on a no trespass. Threatens my children, not only to shoot them, but to whoop all their asses. And then continues to tell me, just shoot me, bitch, I ain't scared of you. Runs over my garbage cans and then flies back in the driveway and almost hits my son. So I move over and try to stop the vehicle that is the danger. And little did I know, the vehicle was stuck. I did not know that because he shouldn't have been. There was just dirt there. When I heard him revving, yes, I was scared. I took that second shot because this man's history of violence and the things, I have messages of him saying, the things my children witnessed him saying and threatening, my friends being smacked in my backyard by him, the list goes on. So anybody that believes I was under the influence, no, I wasn't. That I do have proof of. I was absolutely fucking sober. While this man did have booze in his vehicle. The cops gave him his phone, which came out of his vehicle. How did they not see the alcohol? Why did he not get arrested when he was on no trespass? Why, when it was clear in the videos that he tried to run my son over, and you hear me saying leave, yes, I said derogatory shit. But I come from a history of being abused and hurt by not only men but women, people close to me in my life. But this was a man that has a serious reputation of being violent towards women, breaking restraining orders. And why did I not have a restraining order? It was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I couldn't do a restraining order until Monday, but I was already in jail by Sunday. And then I was on a 23-hour lockdown for 3 or 4 days.
Just getting into it.
Like, you don't even know. You just
there's more to that story.
keep
but,
in tune.
Yeah, there's more to that story, and there's more to show.
What would you have done if it was your son and you?
Probably worse. That's what
What would the police have done if it was them or theirs?
Oh no, they would have followed the law to the T. They wouldn't have called one of their friends over and just taken care of it.
That's crazy because I know somebody that I've met within the last year that his brother was blasted from the Crestview PD.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's lots of
When
things
that
to
should have
say
been
about
handled
that.
completely different.
There's lots of stuff to say about that, which is going to be our next show because like we got there's lots of instances, lots of proof. So we'll get into that. What we're going to do now, though, at your request, we're going to go ahead and play a track that me and her had put together, and then we're also going to, see you on the next one. Shout out everybody that's watched, commented, liked, shared. We're gonna
Don't give me too much shit. It's my first one.
Give her all the shit in the world. This is
Yeah,
shoot the shits. Welcome to
I
the shit
accept criticism. Don't be too harsh though. I love y'all.
In the pussy, gonna put some holes in it. Come on!
No, I'm just kidding.
If we put some holes in it, then I'm getting in. Ain't no thing, but I'm just another citizen. Yeah, you know I'm gonna get a number and then I'll be like, hey, can you fit us in? Me and my people ain't no thing, but yo, I'm getting evil when I'm in it. Ain't no thing, but you love my dick from the beginning to the end. And then, yeah, you know I'll please these women. Ain't no thing, but I'm sending hearts and bitches to the hospital. But that's another story, another time. And he's just gonna spin another rhyme. And while I'm still sitting on the hill for me to make my fucking move on this. Yeah, this beat, gotta make the move on the beat. Same on the street, everybody's gotta eat. The biggest dog's gonna be the leader of the pack. Ain't no thing, but I'm reacting. I'ma get that, go grab the cat. Yeah, you know I'm about to sit back and get that click clack. I don't even care. Ain't no thing. I like my straight leg. Moving hands in the air. Like you done, like you just don't care. That's okay, cause he's gonna react when I'm sitting back. That's both worlds. He's looking, I'm swirls. Like vanilla and the chocolate. Oh, wait, is that Mohawkin? I don't know. Oh shit, I'm steady cyber sucking. I mean, I'm going on a Facebook or Instagram. Fucking man, about to find an infant. Cause she broke up with me, man. And I'm feeling kinda fucked up about it. Ain't no thing, but yo, there's a power outage. And then I'm coming in your house and yeah, you doubt it. But I'm there right behind you. Ain't no thing, but yo, they're gonna draw a chalk line around you. I don't care, cause the city lights around you. But in the darkness, it's me, what you say, cause I creep. Ain't no thing, but I'm oppressed to leave. Yeah, you know it's me, cause I'ma say it. Creepy crawly ain't nothing, cause I'm a oh, I don't know, like a Mickey Molly. Oh shit, I slipped you some Molly. Yeah, that's okay, cause we're not feeling sorry. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, now girl. You try to get laid or what? Like you try to fuck. Like I don't know. Tell me is your girl into? Cause I like 1, 2, 3. Come on, touch on me, there you go. She'll see, she'll like it just like me. And that's the way it is. Yeah, that bitch, she has a husband and some kids. But fuck it, I'ma lick it, ain't no thing I'm getting in. Any minute I'ma show up, I'ma blow up in the pussy. Ain't no thing she giving to me. Make it gushy, like a gusher. Ain't no other.
Male
I'm
and
that
female
brother,
exactly how
motherfucker,
it
let's
was.
just do it.
without like changing like what did you say?
That's it.
Should be just like almost.
I surprise myself sometimes.
Oh, daddy, or whatever.
I surprise her too.
Just like
Yes, he does.
almost male.
Come on, daddy.
Oh shit, that's a fatty.
Yeah,
Oh my, it's meant to be.
but that's okay. I just gotta keep thinking. So fucked up shit. She keep even winning. I know, I don't know, but that's been since the beginning. Why? Because well, that's the way.
You've been playing this game for a hot fucking minute.
Yeah, and that's the way it is with women.
I don't know, man, but I'm afraid to even mention.
We've been checkmated for about 25 minutes.
Fuck it, getting in it again.
Yeah, just me and my friend, chilling and drinking and thinking about this life. And all the things we gotta do today. Hey, it's raining, fuck it, man, let's just.
Let's do the women.
Yeah, let's not forget this was a love song, fuck.
That's right. That's right.
Who did that first one?
High five.
High five.
High five. High five.
High five.
In stream. Alright, we in stream on one.
Whew.
In the stream on two.
I hope I wasn't drawing too much.
Was it what?
Drawing.
I don't think so.
I looked down when I noticed it. Holy shit! 33 text messages. You're funny as fuck. I'm going to bed. In case you forgot, you kinda had me delete my Instagram, but good luck.